G'day friends, and today I bring you a special guest. This is actually my personal friend Charlie. I know him back from Illinois, and he's actually just currently on a road trip and was able to stop by, and he is actually living out of his car. So let's start from the beginning. What motivated you or inspired you to just decide to live out of a car?
Okay, so it wasn't really like one particular thing. I had always kind of kicked around the idea of a modular home type thing. Always from when I was a kid. Like I wanted to travel a lot, so
like kind of RVs or stuff like that?
Yeah, I had always kind of envisioned myself like buying an RV and traveling around, but RVs are really expensive, so I was looking at vans. And
is that still like a retirement goal for you?
I don't even know about retirement goal. If I can find a Sprinter van at the right price, because they're a lot bigger.
Yeah.
That would be a lot more comfortable, and you can actually get the 4x4 ones, and they go off-road. And
I really? I did not know that.
Not like crazy off-road, but enough that you can go some places that other vans wouldn't allow for. And
that's spectacular.
Yeah, definitely.
So what was the final push to kind of say, hey, I'm packing up, I'm getting in the car, I'm going?
Mosquito on your forehead.
Yeah, but that's fine.
It was, just a combination of life events happening, that and like I kind of looked at where, like, I'm in college now working on the GI Bill, so I will be getting a monthly stipend, and I would get the most if I go to San Francisco to live there. And yeah, that's
kind of the end goal for now, at least this project.
Yeah.
Do you plan, how many years are you kind of looking at trying to get out of the car until it dies?
I honestly, it depends. Like if I can get enough funding together,
like after school, say your car's still running.
If after school, car's still running and I have enough liquid money, I'll probably just buy something brand new that I can move around a little better.
More security.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So how long, obviously this was a full and regular car before you started doing this project. By the way, do you have a name for the project?
It is. It's Operation Mystery Machine.
That's right.
But
it's not even a van.
It's not. No, but I call it the Scoob.
Because it's a
Subaru Scooby-Doo. Okay. It just kind of. So Operation Mystery Machine, and I call my car the Scoob. So yeah, so
that works out.
That's kind of
So how long did it take you to gut it and get it at least prepared?
The gutting was the easy part. People will never tell you about how easy it starts off, so it makes you feel like you have, hope of.
So you had like a lot of progress at first?
Yeah, you get a lot of progress when you're ripping stuff out, because it just,
because you took out like side panels, roof panels.
I took out the roof panel.
All the seat belts are out.
All the seat belts except for everything in the driver's seat is left intact.
Okay, in the case you want to put the seat back in?
The passenger seat I threw away.
Same with all the other seats?
And all the other seats.
Okay, so this is
where am I going to put them? Did
you try selling them at all, or
honestly,
putting them to a scrapyard, see if they wanted?
Kind of one of those things that there's not a lot out of them. Like nobody's really looking for it, and
unless they particularly ruined that style of car.
It would be, and mine were so beat up from having the dogs in there anyway that like they were kind of pretty crappy anyway. So
yeah. So traveling with the dogs right now or no?
No. Unfortunately, my dogs are not with me for this first portion. I say unfortunately, but you've seen how much stuff I have in my car, and I just need to kind of pare that down and kind of figure out what I can actually work with in the car, and what do I use every day. Did I really need to bring A, B, C?
So it helps you kind of whittle down the process. Now, so because you have two dogs, and what kind of dogs?
They're Huskies. Yeah, they're
so not a small dog.
Not small dogs.
Not your apartment dog. So you're gonna have to be outside a lot with them.
Yes.
But with California, I guess that is an option.
Very much possible. Yeah. I'm looking at around San Francisco, and they get 259 sunny days a year.
That's fantastic.
So quite a
few. I think we get more.
You might, actually.
We get more. You don't have the dogs. Are you done building in the car at this point? Is that pretty much your build up? Or are you just going to try to get official drawers? Because I know right now you just have everything kind of tucked underneath the bed. And the bed structure is your main
the bed structure is like the main storage area.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I think if I can't really add any more storage without there's not a lot of room in there, so it's really gonna just be figuring out what I do and don't need, and then if I have to, I can get like a roof rack or maybe something on the back,
like a hitch.
Yeah, like a hitch.
Sleeping right now, how did you make? So you, just a mattress on plywood? What is it?
So I built like a plywood frame of a bed. Put some legs on it for stability. It's actually using the wheel well as part of its stability as well. So I'm just making use of what little space I had by using what tools I had. So under there is all storage, and then like behind the driver's seat, that's all storage too. It's mostly like car supplies, like tools and oil.
In the case anything happens. I mean, better be able to fix it up. It is your only
yeah, it's kind of where I live now, which is a crazy thought. Like, I keep thinking, oh, I'll just go home, and it's like...
a lot of people are like, oh, my car's in the shop. Well, what do you do then?
Yeah. Try to fix it.
So sleep on the side of the road?
Like, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I've got tents. I can go do...
So you're like set up like backup in the case anything...
Yeah, I mean,
if you have to, or you want to just spend time out of the car.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of headroom on that.
No, there's not. I actually like that, though. I like the way the bed is.
Okay. You're not a claustrophobic person.
No, I'm not. And it actually kind of helps because I tend to like toss and turn a lot, but now I can't because I just hit the ceiling. So like my body's just like stopped from tossing and turning, and I've kind of gotten like more straight sleep than I usually would.
And what mattress, foam?
So it's like 3 inches of foam and 2 inches of it's like a memory foam.
Memory foam?
Yeah.
Okay. How many days have you kind of like been out? So you hit the critical phase. So now you've only slept in like 2 nights.
Yes. Well, 2 nights in this portion of it with that mattress.
Okay. But have you slept in it before?
I have slept in it. I slept in that car for 11 days straight, just to kind of get a feel for it. I was also like, I didn't have that bed. I was actually in the building process of it because I didn't have anywhere to stay at the time. I mean, I did. I could have stayed with like any number of friends, but and many of them offered to. But I was just like, well, I mean, I already started this project, and if I'm going to be living out of the car, I may as well just like actually live out of the car,
So what was the time it took from starting to strip to like build at least this structure in there?
What's in there? It was, I think, all told, over 18 days, I probably worked 8 of them.
Okay.
Like, actually worked in the car. Maybe 9. If it wasn't...
I mean, maybe you picked up like an hour or 2 after classes or...
It wasn't, classes were over, so it was that like in between semesters time.
Okay.
So I had extra time to work with, so it's just like, well, I mean, I could probably get this done very quickly. And I did, and I actually, I mean, it was a very quick job, but I feel like it was thorough enough that it would be sturdy and lasting. So that's, I mean, it was quick, but I think I did a pretty solid job getting it.
I mean, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I see some of the carpet folding over some of the wood pieces, especially in the storage cubby underneath the bed.
Yeah.
Which is nice, and it's like I've seen a lot of very fancy storage solutions for living in a car, living in a van. People who like kit it out extraordinarily, net like drawers for everything. Is that ever a plan? I mean, you've obviously got it functioning because you've made it out here so far.
Yep.
Are you just going to roll with it how it is as much as you can?
Yeah, I mean, as little as I can do to really change much.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, it is, any change is a big change because you're changing a small space and,
True.
And, you're in that space all the time. So, especially when everything is so tightly packed, if I need to get to something, it's going to be rough. So I'm trying to suss out where I should put things that I use less often, versus things that I use more often. But then you got to take weight into consideration, and it's just like it's a nightmare of logistics.
Slowly getting there. So what was the cost of the build, you think? Sans your time, so we know how long it took.
It was probably, I mean, I could have done it cheaper, but because I was doing things quickly, it put me at like, I think 500.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad.
But as part of that included like getting like a backup battery, like the deep cycle battery.
That's
some
the
of your
deep
other
cycle battery, that
fire extinguisher, stuff like that.
fire extinguisher and that
Safety.
stuff. That was actually all relatively cheap, surprisingly. And the wood was actually also surprisingly cheap. I used 2x3s instead of 2x4s, and that knocked the price down. I used it like 1/2-inch plywood instead of like 3/4
Yeah.
or something really thick.
It
Because
seems to be holding.
you don't need it, you know.
Because it's only just
Yeah.
taking like your weight.
It was
So
the
that's
same
good.
one the whole time.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, no, I was determined. So I mean, it was relatively cheap. I mean, maybe 600 like tops,
Okay.
but I mean
So that's not
that doesn't include like I want to put
It's like a month's rent.
Yeah, I want to put a solar panel on top too. So
Is that just gonna hook up to your like deep cell battery system that you're gonna put in?
that'll kind of
Okay.
work its way in. You need
So some of the costs. I mean, it's still very temporary, and we'll see what happens.
yeah, exactly.
So another big thing is for now, so you're living out of your car, eating and drinking. How are you doing it?
Well, so I'm trying to avoid as much fast food as I can. I had one burrito, which is still affecting me today. I'm just kidding. I have one gas station burrito.
Jeez.
I think like
I was hoping it was
yesterday.
Chipotle.
No, gee, I wish it were Chipotle.
Yes.
I had one gas station burrito. It was like $1.50, and I'm like, yeah, all right, that was a terrible decision. But other than that, I've been eating just food that I packed. I got
So big jars of nuts.
nuts, peanut butter,
Soup.
lots of soups because while they're a little heavy, they're really easy.
Yeah.
You just pop the top and eat it. Like you don't even need to heat it up.
Have you ever thought about doing like sandwiches? 'Cause you just like bread, like peanut butter jelly type of thing.
I don't eat bread fast enough that
Okay.
it will not. And I've tried.
You and I are on the opposite end of the spectrum.
I've so tried. Like I don't understand how.
I will eat a baguette.
Okay, that's different. A baguette is like special bread, but I'm
But a
talking
peanut
like
butter jelly
sandwich
sandwich
bread
is so tasty.
on a baguette though. Like
Well, no, I don't put it on a baguette.
Yeah.
But like I do.
But then I gotta have jelly, and jelly is a perishable item, and it's like
you can run jelly for
a couple of days. But
you get like a small jar.
But then that means I'm eating peanut butter and jelly for like days. You know what I mean? Like, and
I guess I'm used to that.
I
like
just
that.
don't. I also don't want to like waste the jelly if I don't.
Try not to. Yeah. Well, because then it's something else, extra weight in your car that you don't need.
Yeah.
And that. Okay. And water. Yeah, I saw the big jug.
I've got a
just
3.5 gallon jug.
Just staying with
that's what I
hydrating, and you
work
just fill
with,
it up. Where?
So you can do a lot of. I think every Walmart has a spot that
They're
you can fill these
everywhere.
up. Yeah, they're
Just
everywhere.
walk in the store with it.
And most like grocery stores will have them. So
Okay.
most grocery stores.
So then the big question is bathroom and showers, because that's the two things I don't see in your car.
And you would be correct. There are neither a.
You don't have like the
yeah.
portable showers. None of those like
You
put on
can
the
get
side car.
You can get them. They're kind of not terribly expensive. I mean, I'm sure I could probably like hamstring one that like with like I don't know some waterproof
Just like a
bag and a bucket
Lever.
and some holes and a lever. Yeah.
And if you're in California, I mean, you could shower outside.
It'll be. I mean, San Francisco's not particularly the warmest of places. It's not like cold
cold
by any
shower.
means, but it'd be a little chilly for an outdoor shower, I think. Gyms are a fantastic way. I haven't actually gotten it yet.
Do you have a gym membership?
Not yet.
Are you looking at like an Anytime Fitness or a Planet Fitness?
Planet Fitness. I've read, not really read, but listened.
They're cheap.
They're cheap, and you can do them nationwide. They have like the most coverage, so.
So that's something to look at. And well, maybe since you're more stationary than mobile, at least you want to stay in one area for the most part.
Yeah,
You can find even just a local gym.
And that's kind of most likely what's going to end up happening. I am a rock climber, so Any
Dirt
rock gym that I find will probably be like where I live, basically.
Hey, I mean, they'll probably sponsor you for being a dirtbag.
If they want to, I'll go climb things and wear their stuff. Like whatever, I'll try to climb.
Put all
things.
their stickers on the back of your car.
I'm repping UB, Urbana Boulders. Yeah, that's big shout out to them.
So I don't really have any more questions for him. If you have questions or want to know anything, please leave it in questions, comments below. I will forward it to him. Either he'll watch this video or whatever. If you want to follow more of his journey, he will be posting some stuff and just kind of life on Instagram.
Yes, Instagram at SomeGuyCharlie. That's also
SomeGuyCharlie.
Twitter.
I'll have that linked below if you need. Yay, YouTuber things. Farewell. Thank you guys.
Bye.
As always.